All right, hey, we're going to get going on to day 143 of Blueprints. So I haven't yet decided whether I'm going to include my first run of day 143 or if I'm going to skip it and only publish a successful run. So I did do day 143 and I did record it already. But like happened once before, we got to the very end of the day, and instead of giving us the summary page, it went to black screen and it never recovered. And I had to force quit the game, and it basically, black screen of death. I had to force quit the game, and it did not save the fact that we had done 143. So this, for me, is a redo or a rerun of day 143. So I have some self spoilers, meaning because I've already done day 143, I know some things that have not yet been revealed in this video that we're recording right now about day 143. And I will talk about some of those things as they come up. I'll talk about some of those things. But there is the possibility that you're watching this after having watched my non-canon, non-saved run of day 143. I haven't made that decision whether I'm going, I at this moment have not made that decision whether I'm going to release that as part of, as the first chapter installment of this video installment or not. If I do, then I don't want to be, I don't want to drive you crazy by talking about everything that you just watched me do and it didn't get saved. So for the moment, let's kind of shelve that, but just know that this is me redoing day 143 after it failed to save the end of day 143 first time I did it. We have 90 steps because we ended day 142 with the sauna. We have 3 keys because we ended day 142 with the clock tower and 3 tomorrow rooms. We have 2 gems because of a gemstone cavern. We had a moon pendant, and it's chosen to give us the ornate compass and the emerald bracelet. We have a royal scepter because we ended the room in a planetarium, which was a blue room, so we get to keep the royal scepter. We have 158 stars. Our allowance is 174. So we're going to go pick up our allowance. Okay. So the goal for today is that I'll show you, we have ascended the throne room. It is no longer a black print, it is now a blueprint. Costs 5, gems like it did before to draft, but I have an emerald bracelet, so it won't cost me anything today. But after we draft it, and the first time I did day 143, I did not know if this was in effect across days, meaning because I had drafted this room or had this room day 142, if I could just at the start of day 143 draft 8 blueprints in a row and it would permanently unlock all blue sealed doors, because that would be the next time I draft 8 blueprints in a row after having the room appear like this. That did not turn out to be the case. I do know, spoiler, I do know from my previous experience of day 143 that I first have to draft the throne of the blueprints. So I have to do that today in day 143. Then, after I do that, in the same day after that, I need to then draft 8 blueprints in a row. And yes, it will unseal the big blue door. And yes, I have seen what is behind the big blue door. Okay? Having seen what's behind the big blue door, you may see me make a decision or two in this run of day 143 that is informed by what I already know about what's behind the big blue door. So it would be different. It would have been different for you the first time you encounter the big blue door and don't know what's behind it. Or like if I do publish the first run of day 143, you'll see me not know what's behind the big blue door and be surprised. I'd say surprised, but be surprised because I didn't know, not shocked, but surprised, with knowledge I didn't previously have, and then, ponder about what to do about it, right? Now have a little bit of forewarning because, like I said, I've already done this. Okay. So our goal today is to try to get the throne and the blueprints as early as possible in the day, and then try to do 8 blueprints, draft 8 blueprints in a row without interruption to unseal the big blue door. That is our main objective for this day 143. That said, there are other things. We are cursed today, so we have to keep that in mind. And we do anything other than a blue room, we're going to lose a resource, right? And if we do a red room, we lose all of those resources. If we do the aquarium, we lose all of these resources because it's all of these room colors, and it's a red room, so we lose them all again. So aquariums are really bad for us today. Okay. What I failed to do day 142 was actually pay for a blessing. So I don't have any blessings. I just have a curse. I think curses trump blessings anyway. So once we got the curse, I think it would have negated any blessing we had. But I have no blessing because I forgot to activate one and because we have a curse. I'm going to choose, in this case, the tomb, for the simple fact that it's going to give me some reroll dice, which would be nice to start out with. I don't need the money as much as I need the reroll dice. But there is no harm in going and picking up the 5 coin over here. That's here because the tomb itself is a dead-end room. If I was worried about money, then I would, get a conference room as soon as possible so that I don't have to come back down here in the tomb to collect all the money from the dead-end rooms I might draft today. I'm not super worried about money, so I might not, bother to factor that into my decisions. We'll find out. Okay. I do not have a master. I have 3 keys. I do not have a master key yet. I need a showroom. I do not have a key card or, a way to I don't have a way to get past security doors. We're going to do a den because we don't want a dining room, this low in the house, right? Gems aren't doing anything for me at the moment because I have an emerald bracelet, but I don't need to spend them on anything. On drafting rooms, but I also don't have a blessing where I can use them to rotate rooms, but I have the ornate compass so I can rotate rooms anyway, but I also don't have the study yet, so I can't use gems for redraws. So gems don't do anything for me at the moment, but I'm collecting them because I might eventually end up with a study and therefore be able to use gems for rerolls. We're going to do the treasure trove, and I will spend a key to open this box. I already know what's in this box. From the first time I did day 143, I already have a screenshot of this note. But we have to do this so that the next time it will give us a new, different memo. I'm going to pick up some of this coin, not all of this coin. You know what? I will go ahead and pick up all of this coin. And then what I will do is try to get a showroom and then maybe get a laundry to turn the rest of the coin into gems. But so that I don't have to come back here again, I'll go ahead and pick up all the coin now. But this just means I should not use a laundry before I've bought everything I want to buy today. Because once I turn all my coins into gems, I won't have any coins left. So I will want an armory and a showroom before I use a laundry. That's what I have to keep in mind now, because I picked up all the coins. Okay. Don't want to waste redraw, so I guess I will go ahead and do a dining room for the doorways. Not the best place for a dining room, but, is what it is. We'll take the pool. I was going to say early on we're looking for a showroom, and that is true. I'm not going to open those trunks yet because I do not have a sledgehammer. I do not have a Morning Star, and I'm not going to waste keys, which I might need on doorways, on those trunks. I do want an observatory, but I might need the keys from the garage, so that's a tough call. Let's do the observatory and hope we get a showroom and get a master key where we won't need. So I'm going to go ahead and activate this now. So we got the inkwells. This will let us use stars for rerolls, which is very important. Very useful, I should say. That gives us a diamond. We're not going to activate this Southern Cross. We're going to do the spiral. I already have this word. I already have the word ranked because I already did day 143 and noted that word down. So now read Spiral Stars. Add a word to Spiral Stars, then gain 1 key and 1 gem for each rank reach, then lose 3 steps for each rank. So I lost a bunch of steps. I gained some keys and gems. Okay. So that was actually, we didn't need the garage for keys. This gave us keys. So probably an okay choice. If I do a bedroom, I will lose a step. Just FYI. I'm at 49 steps. I don't really feel like losing steps at the moment. Plus, this would just give me 1 key right now, and that's not very useful. So let me... Now, I could do utility closet and could turn off... I'm going to do the utility closet rather than waste a reroll. And what I will do is I'm going to turn off the key card system, turn off the gymnasium, and turn on the garage, like usual. And then hope that I can get, like, a security office to, like, so I can make it so I can get past security doors, right? If I find a key card, I'll have to come back and turn the... system back on. Do not want a red room. This is another dead-end room. It is a tomorrow room, so we'll take it in case we get a clock tower. It's not going to do anything for us at the moment until we reach rank 8. We need to stop wasting doorways. I can get to here from here, so I don't really need a conference room to pass through. So let's see what the walk-in closet will give me. I will use the key. I will take the gem. I'm going to leave the coin purse in case I end up with a moon pendant. I'm going to also leave the sleeping mask for now. I started with 90 steps. I've got 44 remaining. So I've already spent a lot of steps somehow. Like, I don't know how... I think I lost quite a few steps at the observatory is what happened. But regardless... So now, this will cost me a key and a gem. I will lose a key for being in a hallway, and I would lose a gem for it being a green room. Don't really want to lose those things, so I'm going to do a conference room for the doorways. And this will start collecting the extra coins. I had this. Okay, this is giving me a key card. This means that I couldn't go to the utility closet and turn that system back on, and I probably should. Let's go do that now. It's a waste of steps, but it is what it is. Yeah, I'm gonna hurt for steps today. Hurting for steps today. Which, all right, there we go. So now I can get through security doors. And if I get to a computer terminal, I will make security doors more common than locked doors, right? I'm running out of steps so quickly. This day is not going to go well. Not like the first run of day 143. The commissary costs me a coin, but it might sell me fruit. I have plenty of coin. It is not selling me fruit. It's not selling me keys either. I don't need gems. I'm going to hold off on the sledgehammer because if I get a morning star, I won't need a sledgehammer. I don't really need what's in trunks, but I do need food. I'm going to redraw here. Okay, this will lose me a key and gain me a key. But at least it gives me a doorway over here. So I will lose a key, but then I can pick up a key to gain that key back again. Okay, this is all bad. I don't want to freeze these assets. I don't want an aquarium or anything. Don't want this. We do want the drawing room. Take the drawing room. But we are hurting for steps. I am going to do the pantry for the simple fact it will have a piece of fruit. Now, actually, I'm going to redraw here because that one piece of fruit is probably not enough steps to make a huge impact. I don't want to lose this step for drafting the boudoir right now, so let's do our free redraw. Okay, the study will let us spend gems for rerolls, so let's do that. Okay, thankfully it has a piece of fruit. It's only 2 steps, but you know, take what we can get, right? All right. Now we can spend gems on rerolls. I'm gonna redraw here. I have a reason for doing the music room. Okay, secret garden key. That's what I want. That's what I was hoping it would have, is a secret garden. I didn't know it would have a secret garden key. I hoped it would have a secret garden key. The reason being is because then maybe I can come over here, do secret garden, which will put fruit here. And that will give me some steps. We definitely want to do the showroom. We will buy a master key. We will buy a moon pendant. I will go ahead and buy a silver spoon. I don't normally, when I have a moon pendant, I don't normally buy a silver spoon, but I'm hurting so badly for steps that I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. So now I will do a pantry. because it's a piece of fruit and it heads me in the right direction, and with the spoon that will double the steps, so I'm hanging on by a thread stepwise. This will cost me a key, but I have a master key now, right? Yes, I have a master key in the moon pendant, so I don't need keys anymore. I already did the treasure trove, so I'm fine to lose keys now. Don't have anything more I need keys for. I could go use keys to open the trunks here in the pool, but I don't need to do that because they're not going to give me anything that I need, other than they might give me reroll dice. But you know, more than likely keys and gems, which I do not, and coins, which I do, none of which do I need. Like need, right? So we're gonna do this, and I'm gonna try to get over here and see if I can get a secret garden. Let's do... That would be a key and a gem that I would lose just to get a doorway here. That could rotate this, but okay. So if I do it, I would do it in this rotation. I'd lose a gem and lose a key. If I spend a gem on a reroll, I don't mind losing the key. If I spend a gem on the reroll, that's the same as spending the gem just by getting the corridor. So we're just going to do the courtyard. I can spend a key on this. It doesn't matter. Some gems, which will give me rerolls. That's fine. Darn it, I wanted that to be locked. Honestly, I wanted that to be a locked door so I could use the secret garden key. We're going to do security. And, you know, we're going to do a few things here in security. One, we're going to look at this. I know where the two trunks are. I know where all the coins are. Key card system, we're going to make security level high because I have a key card, and that's just easier than using master key. Less mouse clicks. We're going to start today's lab experiment. No new staff announcements. No new electronic mail. No new data transfers. Okay. So we're going to remote terminal. The lab to start today's experiment. I don't think I have in my loadout of experiment stuff a way to get more steps, unfortunately. So I don't think that's going to be an option. Oh, we could stock our pantry with fruit. So yeah, let's do that. When we do things, when we draft a tomorrow room, we're going to put fruit in our pantry. Because we're not going to spend gems drafting rooms because we have an emerald bracelet. I don't know how many more trunks we're going to be opening. But, you know, we will draft some tomorrow rooms probably. If I don't run out of steps first. So I think this is the best available option. I may have wanted a different trigger, but, you know. Like, you know, draft upgraded room would be a better trigger, I think. But, you know. Let's hope this is a locked door. It is not. Darn. Okay. We're going to do locker room, which will spread keys, but more importantly, will this give me a locked door? Yes. So now I will use a secret garden key. Oh, why are we at 40 steps? Something we did yielded us 40 steps. I'm not sure how that happened. How did we just gain 40 steps? Also, if I have extra keys, the locker room might have fruit in it. But how did I just gain, I mean, not an extra 40 steps, but I just gained a bunch of steps. How? How did I gain a bunch of steps by walking into the locker room? Or by drafting the secret garden? Unclear how that happened, but but I'll take it. I appreciate the 40 steps. So what we're doing here is we have no reason to not unlock the antechamber doors. We'll unlock both of them. Okay. Any rate. So now, before I continue on, what I want to do is I want to go to the conference room, because it will have some fruit, and I'll go through the pantry along the way. It'll have some fruit. And with that, and then I'll eat that fruit. That'll give me more steps, but it'll also have some keys. And then I'll take those keys back to the locker room, open up lockers, and that might have some more fruit. And then I should have a good number of steps. So that's what we're going to do. So, but what we can do is we can go ahead and open these doors. Like, we can choose these doors. We just won't walk through them yet. This would give us a piece of fruit in the pantry, but I do want to be able to get up here, so I'll go ahead and do it. Okay. And then over here, aquarium would really suck, so let's not do that. I mean, I'd like the doorways, but Curse would suck. I guess we're gonna have to do the wine cellar. Because I don't want to spend a whole lot more rerolls. But now I can get to here from the outside if I have enough steps because I have the key card. So that's fine. Okay, we'll do the wine cellar. It's not a room I'd want to do, but you know, it is what it is. More gems is more rerolls. Okay, so we did do all of that. Okay, so now we're gonna go to the locker room. We will go ahead and spend some of the keys that we have on the locker room. We'll spend more when we come back with more keys. But this is just to see if we can get some fruit right now. There's an apple. Okay. Well, I'm not going to spend more keys than that for reasons. So now we go down to security. We're going to go here. We're going to go... we'll go ahead and draft this room while we're at it. We do want a sauna today, so we'll go ahead and take the sauna. I'm really looking for that throne room, and I have to have 8 blue rooms after the throne room, so I have to leave some blue rooms, but you know, the throne room blue room thing may not happen today. I mean, it happened the first time I did a run of day 143, but it may not happen this time, so it might be day 144 before we can trigger throne room 8 blue room combination. So we're just having to make do with what we've got available to do today. This run of day 143. Okay, so there's some fruit. Did we really trigger the experiment that many times? We triggered the experiment twice, but I guess it put multiple fruit in the pantry each time we triggered the experiment. Well, that's nice. So we've got 82 steps now. So we're good on steps. We can stop panicking about steps. Now I wish I could get rid of the silver spoon. So that the moon pendant doesn't choose it, but it is what it is. If it chooses it, it chooses it. It's fine. Our situation is not dire anymore, is the point. Go here, and we can we have coins and we have keys to pick up. Alrighty, so now I am going to go back here to the pool to go ahead and... No, I won't. You know why? Because I will probably have to come back to the mail room after we trigger rank 8. So I'll just do the pool on the way there. It might have some reroll dice in the trunks, but I don't know that it does. So we'll just go back to here. Or do I want to just go outside and come out the foundation? I think I'll just go outside and come out the foundation. I think that's the easier, quicker, more efficient way to do things. So what we're going to do is, because we have a key card and we did turn back on the security door system, we can go outside, go through the basement, summon the elevator, come up the foundation, and then just draft off the foundation. Rather than off the single door or off a passageway that we have in the house presently. This will be quicker and easier. I have plenty of steps at the moment. We had step panic for a while. We don't have step panic anymore. So let's see. I actually want to go this way first. We do want to do this area, but I do want a clock tower. So I'm actually going to just go ahead and do the clock tower. So that we have the clock tower. And then try to get over to that area via the other side of the house, maybe passing through the antechamber, because we've unlocked both doors of the antechamber. So if we can get up the antechamber on the west side, then we can draft from the antechamber on the east side. I don't need that battery pack. And I have a moon pendant, so I'm not going to pick it up. So, okay, so we're going to stop being so panicky about our day. We'll maybe start spinning some rerolls. Let's redraw here. Gift shop gives us decent doorways. It will cost us a coin. I don't care. That's fine. Let's see if I can connect this to this part of the house. Great Hall will do it. That will cost me a key. That's fine. And then I'm going to use the master key on all of these doorways. I didn't. That is already open, so I'm not going to mess with that lever. And the other thing we're going to do is we are going to go. We only have 8 keys at the moment, but we are going to go to the locker room and try to do some locker room shenanigans. I think. Maybe not. Do I go here and go over here and try to get... I don't need fruit anymore because I have 115 steps. Do I try to get more gems for more rerolls? Or do I just hold off until I have more keys? Because with 8 keys... I might get more gems from the 2 of those keys by just opening these trunks than I would from randomly opening lockers. So I don't think I'm going to make the trip over to the locker room at the moment. I don't think it's necessary. So if we had enough keys to open up all the lockers, I'd do it, but I don't think it's efficient use of steps with only 8 keys, only 6 of which am I willing to actually use. Right. Let's rotate the trophy room. And then we'll do the trophy room because, you know, that's free gems is free rerolls. But I need to really do the, I really need to do the throne room. So let's try to reroll into that. Oh, there it is. Okay. So this is the throne room. Good, good, good. And now it's going to do a counter. It's going to count for us. And we don't have to do 8 right now. We just at some point today need to do 8 blue rooms amongst all of these, right? 8 in a row, that is. We will do our best. So let's redraw. Redraw. Okay. We haven't started our streak of 8 blue rooms yet, so we can do the armory. We could also do the parlor, but the parlor is pointing this down this direction. So we'd have to then do this doorway. Let's go ahead and do the parlor. Now, this is where you're going to see me do something odd. And this is the first, you know, blue room. So we want to do 7 more in a row. I'm going to pick this up. Although I want gems, I am not going to open these. And that's because I already know something about what's behind the big blue door. So if we get there, you'll see why I made the choice I made just now. We do want to do a blue room. We can do a classroom. No, these are more beneficial to do over here, right? So let's do a classroom. We don't need a redraw. We'll eat the apple. We have no reason not to. Okay, so that's second blue room. So now let's try to do... We've got this doorway left. That's all we've got left is this doorway. I wish we had a shit ton of gems for rerolls. We do not. But we can spend stars on rerolls if we have to. We're going to rotate the dovecote. And then we'll take the dovecote. Alright, this is number 3. You can see right up there at the top of the screen, you know, right, not exactly middle of the screen, but, you know, top, you can see the blue door insignia and the number 3. That's keeping our count. And it'll reset if I do any color room other than blue. Okay. So I need to do blue here. If I do Reading Nook, I'm going this direction. So I would only be able to do this area of the house by passing through here. But I'm going to do it because I want to save my rerolls. Okay. Package at the mailroom, food in the dining room. Library would be, we've done 1, 2, 3, 4. Library would be 5 and would point me up here, but I wouldn't do anything here. We'll do it. We're playing a very dangerous game of chicken right now with the game. I cannot take a dead-end blue room, so we have to redraw. It's hard to see. Yeah, I think the laboratory is fine here. Again, just for the count. I don't think it has anything extra for us to pick up this time. Okay, that's fine. I'm just doing it for the count. So I need a blue room, so we're going to redraw. Redraw again. Redraw again. This will cost us, aquarium would cost us a bunch of resources. Let's redraw again. These are blue rooms, but I need it to connect to the antechamber. So I need like a workshop. Drafting studio works. Doesn't do anything for us, but ballroom would be really bad. So let's do drafting studio. So that's number 7. So now we don't have an allowance quest at the moment. That's fine. I also did not open up room 46. First time I did day 143 when I got the throne room, I opened up room 46 to see if anything had changed since we ascended, you know, reclaimed the crown and ascended the throne room, see if anything had changed. In room 46, it did not look like anything had changed. So today I didn't even bother. I should have, when I was in the throne room, I should just always open room 46 just as a matter of habit. I forgot, I didn't, but I'm not going to worry about it because I do know from my previous experience doing day 143 that there was nothing really new that I could detect in room 46. So I need this to be a blue room. So we're going to redraw. Let's do workshop. So the seal is unlocked. I have 105 steps. Okay. So now I don't have to do blue rooms. I can do whatever rooms I want. I have a sauna. I have a clock tower. I'd like to get like a laundry and a freezer. I can't get both because they're both dead-end rooms. And what I just did, like I maybe should have chosen the break room, which would, you know, bend me down, and then I could maybe gotten a room that went here and here for a dead-end room here and here, but I didn't think it through. So I could do a dead-end room here, or I can do a corner room here and a dead-end room here, or I could do a corner room here and dead-end room here, or I could do a dead-end room. Basically, with this layout, I can only do one more dead-end room today. So I cannot get both a laundry to convert my coins into gems and a freezer, right? Because I have a sauna and a clock tower already, tomorrow rooms are useful to me because they give me keys tomorrow. Laundry room is not going to be useful to me because I can't, without a freezer, the laundry room is pointless. Okay? Laundry room is pointless without a freezer. As my one and only dead-end room, remaining dead-end room for the day. Planetarium would probably be, so planetarium would be a good dead-end room. A freezer would be maybe okay. It would give me some gems and some extra money tomorrow, kind of thing. but let's just see what we got. Honestly, we could do conservatory. That would cost me a gem because of the curse. Or I can do boudoir, which would cost me a step and give me a couple of reroll die. I think I will do the boudoir. Cost me a gem, but then... Or it cost me a step, and that's fine. I have 103 steps. But I get reroll dice and a... gem. Okay. If I got a quest bedroom, I could get an allowance token. That doesn't seem super important at the moment. I think I already have I always forget about my blue tents, blue memos, but I think I already have for the library, yes, and the reading nook. Yes, I already have these, but I could do some other blue rooms here for some other ones. We're going to do a break room. It's a tomorrow room, and it gives me a doorway that direction, so that's perfect. Perfect. I'm going to go ahead and try to solve this. All right, that is 10 plus 4 is 14, minus 2 is 12. Okay. 13 times 3 is 39. Reverse the digits is 93. Times 1 is 93. Divided by 13 is... Wait a minute. 13 times 3 is 39. But we reverse the digits is 93. Oh, times 1 is 93. Reverse the digits is back to 39. Divided by 13 is back to 3. Okay, get those keys. We'll make do with the planetarium. It's a tomorrow room, and when if we end our day in it, which we probably will, we get some extra stars, and stars are rerolls for us right now, so we like that. So yeah, I won't worry about a freezer. Right. I think planet or a quest bedroom. I think planetarium is our best bet at this point. Okay. That means we did not do an armory today. Did not get a morning star. That's fine. We spent a key to get 3 keys here, which we could use at the locker room if we cared. I don't think we're gonna care. I do want to end my day in a planetarium, but first we're going to use the foundation to go outside to go show you all and what's behind the big blue door and why I'm still holding this wind-up key. So we first have to retrieve the microchips, which I think are in the orchard. Or that's where they last were, or that's where they were when I first played through day 143. Which, by the way, was like a day or two ago, real world time. It was like, it's so distressing to me when I lose an entire day, game days of progress, especially when it's a day with, some good progress. It's like, I'm not in the mood to like immediately, redo all my efforts all over again. And I have real world, responsibilities and other stuff going on, right? I don't just only play this game 24/7. Even though I am retired, that I do have other things to do. So yeah, okay. So it's been a real world day or two since I had friends come over real world yesterday. Spent some time with them, so I wasn't playing the game. Actually, it might have been yesterday morning before they came over that I played day 143 and it crashed on me at the end. Yeah, it might have actually just been yesterday, real world time. Okay. I lose track. Okay, so what we're doing, I've already tested, and unsealing the blue gates does not open. Unsealing the big blue, door, permanently unsealing the blue doors does not unseal those gates, even though they have a similar looking insignia, a holly leaf insignia, right? They're opened by some other mechanism, challenge we have yet to encounter and solve. But anyway, with the microchips, we can go to the tunnel alcove. We install those microchips here. Which opens this door. And now this should be unsealed. And it is. So we end up at 3 boxes, kind of like the parlor, and there's 1 crank. But now I have a second crank wind-up key from... Right? So now I have 2 wind-up keys. So I can open 2 of these boxes because I stole 1 from the parlor. You have reached the end of your journey. There is no end to this journey. And there are 2 true boxes in this room. Full disclosure. First time I played day 143, I opened this box. I know what's inside. I won't tell you in case we don't open that box today. In fact, I'm going to open the other 2 boxes today so I can see what's inside of them. There is no end to this journey. Oh, we're getting an animation I did not get before, I don't think. When I open the other box. Okay, so that's an empty box. So now, we're going to open this box. Ah, it is also empty. So the box I opened the first time, which is this one, is the one that matters, which is the one that says you have reached the end of your journey. So what we will do is we will come back on a future day, maybe day 144, steal we'll steal another key from a parlor and come back here and open this box so I can show you, the pages of that book. I've already got them screenshotted for myself. I know what the book says. But so that the game will have a record of us having encountered that, right? Because this one said there is no end to this journey, and this one says, well, here, I can kind of close the boxes and show you. This one says there are 2 true boxes in this room, which are apparently this box and maybe this box. But this could be true and just not and still be empty, right? You have reached the end of your journey. This has something in it. I won't tell you what that something is, but it does. And we will revisit that on day 144. So what I think I will do is I think I will not, if this day, I'm heading to the planetarium now to end my day. If this day will end and save, and not crash on me, okay, then what I will do is I will skip uploading the first run of day 143. I've told you enough about it, and I'll keep the mystery of what's in the one box we did not open behind the big blue door. Right? Was there... You know what? Here. One moment. Should have gone in the entrance hall and gotten more stuff out of the conference room and gone over here and opened these with the keys. It's nothing I would be able to keep. It's like more, the pantry would have more fruit, right? I don't think any of that makes any real difference. It's nothing I can carry forward. It would give me maybe reroll dice I can't carry forward to the next day. It'd give me coins, gems, keys, none of which I could carry forward the next day. So I'm not gonna, and mailroom might give me an item. But honestly, I can't think of an item that it would give me that I'd want with the moon pendant. I already don't want the silver spoon, but I can't get rid of it. So we're just going to go to the planetarium and end our day there. I think that's the thing to do. The first run of day 143, I did do a quest bedroom, and I did get allowance tokens in like a room. I did room 8 and so forth. By the way, I already have the blue memos from break room and planetarium, reading nook, and library. So none of those are new blue memos I need to go look at. There were a few other things I got. So this run of day 143 is maybe not as good as the first one of day 143, but this is the one that if it saves will be canon for saving, whereas the other one didn't save. So it really doesn't matter what happened in the other one because it didn't save, right? So we're gonna call it a day here. and hope it succeeds this time. Yes. Okay, good. This is the screen I did not get when I first did day 143. It just went to black screen and never left black screen and just stayed there on all black, and I had to quit the game. Okay, I had to, I had to kill the process of the game. So this was day 143, Mount Holly, Architect's Castle of Tomorrow. 8 drafting rooms, throne rooms, 6 tomorrow rooms. Total rooms 43, rank reached 9, steps taken 119, items found 9. But we have permanently unlocked all sealed blue doors. They've all been unsealed. I only know of one big blue door, but it's unsealed now. And we've used 2 wind-up keys to open 2 boxes that were there that are both empty. So we can, on a future day, more than likely day 144, get a parlor, get another wind-up key, go back outside, open up the other one, and I'll show you all what's in there. I already know what's in there. I already have screenshots of what's in there. But I will leave that mystery to you all for a future day. Alrighty, well, I'm glad this one is saving. Thank you for being with me on this, rerun of day 143. We'll see you back again for day 144. Have a good one. Bye. Alrighty, hello. We're going to get going on day 144 of Blueprints. Let's get it going. So, day 143, we finally got past the big blue door, right? And we were presented with 3 boxes opened by wind-up keys. We opened 2 of those boxes. We did not open the 3rd one. I do know that there is something in the 3rd one because I had opened it on a previous non-canon run of day 143, which did not save at the end and kind of crashed. Right? So if you watched the video for day 143, you've heard me talk extensively about that. So today we have 90 steps because we did in day 143 canon, the saved one, with Asana. We have 5 keys because we also had a clock tower and 5 tomorrow rooms. We have 2 gems from the gemstone cavern. We had a moon pendant, and it's chosen for us to keep a master key and the royal scepter. I don't know what if the royal scepter is doing anything for us anymore, so I might try to ditch it. Maybe put it in the coat check, and which will mean getting key 8 out of the coat check and then using key 8, so forth and so on. But having a master key is good. I don't have an emerald bracelet, and I don't have a key card. So those are things that and I don't have an ornate compass. So those are things I need to be on lookout for. So I need to be very conservative with my gems until I can get a showroom and buy perhaps an emerald bracelet. Speaking of buying, let's pick up our allowance, which is now 174. I did not pick a great time of day today to start playing this game. It is the glare in my eye is bad, but I've already started it, so I guess we're gonna proceed. So what we're gonna basically attempt to do is steal a wind-up key from a parlor. We're gonna try to draft a parlor and steal a wind-up key from it. Let's do the shelter. To open that 3rd box, and then I need to I have to look around and find a new story puzzle to work on, like a new objective. I did not get I did get a animation sequence, like a cutscene sequence of opening up one of the boxes behind the big blue door, but I didn't get another, credits, type, sequence. So I don't know that we're at the end of the game. I'm just don't know what to do next is where I'm at. From here, we're just going to start the lab experiment. Staff announcements, no new staff announcement. No new mail. No new data transfer. We'll take random benefit, and we'll do it each time we draft an upgraded floor plan. Because that'll happen multiple times today. More than likely. Okay. I'm gonna. So trophies we've done Full House, Explorers, Bullseye, Logical, Trophy of Invention. We have not done the Trophy of Drafting, which is 20 dead-end rooms in a day. We've done Trophy of Sigils, Trophy 8, Inheritance Trophy, Trophy of Wealth, Diploma Trophy. I'm not really interested in any of these, like the Darebird, Cursed, Day 1, Trophy of Speed. Not because these all require starting a new game. And then, and shuffling, trophy save files between games. I'm not interested in doing that unless there's a story reason. If there's an indication, like we knew, for instance, that we were not allowed to purchase blue tents until we had 8 total trophies. So we went and got 8 total trophies. We now have more than that, but at the time we went and got 8 total trophies. So unless there's some new story thing that says, hey, man, the glare right now, it's like I'm so washed out looking. I'm basically white looking from the glare. I'm looking at me over in the OBS monitor, and it's like you can't. The glare is so bad. Okay. But is it going to be better if I turn off the overhead light? I mean, no, that's definitely worse. Okay. All right, so just it's like I have a pair of windows that are in a place I can't reach. They're too high up for me to reach because I have a vaulted ceiling, and I'm on a loft with a vaulted ceiling, and so windows at the top of the vaulted ceiling shine through to this loft area, but I can't reach the windows at the top of the vaulted ceiling because it's a vaulted ceiling. It requires a taller ladder than I'm willing to go get. So I can't do anything to really block light through those windows. Anywho, moving on. Okay, so unless I have a story reason to pursue these, unless there's like, it has stopped recording me. One moment. I'm back again. Okay. It was like froze up. Unless there's a story reason to pursue these trophies, I'm not really going to. I might, for the hell of it, do the trophy of drafting because that doesn't require starting a whole new game, but it's, again, without a story reason, it's not top of my priorities. I'm looking for more story content to unlock. All right, let's do what we came here to do today. One moment. Okay. Do the boudoir we want. We're no longer cursed. We were cursed the last couple of days, but that was just part of. We had to get cursed because we had to get the effigy in order to go to the throne room with the and the scepter and the crown in order to reclaim, the crown, reclaim the throne, whatever. So unavoidably, we got ourselves cursed for a couple of days, but that's over with now. So now I can draft runes without the penalty of being cursed for, losing stuff for doing so. Okay, so now I have 5 gems and a couple of reroll die. I really want a showroom. I have a master key, so I don't really need like a spare servant's quarters. You know what? I'm gonna go. No, this is the coat check. I don't want the coat check right now. I might want it later. Let's do this just for the get some distance up, get some doorway. Oh, it's giving us a gem. That's nice. We'll take the observatory. And here's the thing, it's going to cost us some steps. So we're going to do the inkwell. We're not going to do Access the Dead. We're going to do this. But it already costs, it's going to cost us, it's going to give us a gem and a key for each rank we're at. And I think we're at, what are we at right now? We're at rank 3. Okay, we're at rank 3. So the words I have right now say, Spiral, add a word to Spiral Stars, then gain 1 key and 1 gem for each rank reached. Then lose 3 steps for each rank. And we're going to get some other word, but, So I could lose up to 9 steps here, right? For each rank reached. Yep. And I lost 9 steps. So that... I figured it was going to be, the word was going to be reached. So then what's going to be curious is whatever the next word is going to be on some future day. But we just lost 9 steps. That hurts. We gained some keys and some gems. Keys I don't need. Gems I do need at the moment. But the amount of steps it takes hurts. Okay. Courtyard is fine here. Actually, courtyard's kind of wasted here. Let's wait on the courtyard and go ahead and do a workshop. It gives a battery pack. I don't need a battery pack. Okay. We like the drawing room, so let's do the drawing room. We like the pool. We will definitely do the pool because that will unlock the sauna for us. I'm not gonna. Well, I've got extra keys. I've got a master key, so I can spend keys on opening these things. All right. Let's see. I don't mind losing a coin to the chapel because I have a lot of money, so let's hold off on the dining room and go ahead and do the chapel. But I don't. Do I need to step into it right now? I might as well. Let's do the wine cellar for 3 extra gems. I'm guessing there's no more secrets to the wine cellar because we used the family crest here, or the Roman numeral date on it. And I've tried multiple times clicking everything in here, so there's no hidden safe or anything in here, I don't think. But at any rate. It's not. We'll do the conference room. It's maybe not the best place for the conference room, but it's fine. We'll do it. I do want a treasure trove, but I also do want maybe a utility closet. I'm going to do the utility closet and hope I get the treasure trove again later. Aquarium is fine here, I think. I'm not going to bother with the shovel. I have a master key, so I don't need extra keys, or I don't need extra coin. Let's see. I don't want to waste a passageway right here, so let's go ahead and do the commissary, but I may not buy anything. What's it got? I don't need any of this stuff, I don't think. Well, you know what? I will go ahead and buy the magnifying glass. For reasons. Spoiler, I might know what's in the box we're trying to open today. This is an okay place for the courtyard. Of course, maybe the music room will have a key card. Oh, but that costs 2 gems. Let's wait until we can get an emerald bracelet before we start spending a bunch of gems. No special item in here today? Okay. Sometimes there is, sometimes there isn't. Today there's not. We'll do the walk-in closet. Gem, key. I don't want running shoes or sleeping mask. The reason why I don't want those things is because I'm hoping to get a moon pendant today, and I don't want the moon pendant to choose those items. If I do a showroom and it doesn't offer me a moon pendant, I may come back and pick up those items. Because without a moon pendant, there's no reason not to pick up an item. But if you have a moon pendant, you got to be, or if you're going to get a moon pendant, you got to be selective about which items you do or do not pick up. We do want the parlor, and we're not going to open the boxes. All we're going to do is steal this key. Okay. We do want the treasure trove, so we'll go ahead and do that. We'll get to treasure trove note-taking mode. This is day 144. Blue box. Moon. Spend the key to open it. The sacred hour is not technically on the hour. That is actually a true statement. This is not like this is a handwritten red note, which is not the same thing as a red memo. So in this case, this is true. Because the sacred hour is 1:30. All right. Lots of coin to pick up here. Okay. I guess I will do boiler room. I was hoping to connect up to the foundation, but I don't want to. Well, I could burn a redraw, I guess. Let's redraw. Yeah, this is a better place for the passageway, so let's do that. Okay. This would spread keys. I really want a showroom. We're going to do the locker room. It spreads keys to the conference room, which is over here. But also the lockers might contain some fruit for steps that we might end up needing. I don't need those keys. I don't need... Okay. Ooh. I will take the study. Now we can spend gems on rerolls. Which only matters if I can get an emerald bracelet. So I still need to get a showroom, which I don't have yet. There we go. Well, I also need security, but I'm going to take the showroom. We want an emerald bracelet. We want an ornate compass. It is not letting us have a moon pendant, so I'm going to go ahead and buy a silver spoon. Might as well buy a chronograph. And that means I can pick up items today because I don't have a moon pendant, so I can pick up all the items. We do want a sauna. So even though this means this whole area is only accessible via this doorway here, I could do break room. I also want a clock tower, but I want sauna more than I want a clock tower. I'll go ahead and take the sauna. Key card. So what that means is now that I have a key card, I have to turn back on the security system down here at the utility closet, but I have to come back this direction anyway. So we're going to wind our way back, which is going to cost us some steps. That's fine. This we want to be a room that gives us access. Well, we've got access over here from here, so so I guess I'll go ahead and take a dead end. It's tomorrow room. Triggered our experiment as well. Nothing to pick up here. From the walk-in closet, though, now I'll go ahead and pick up these things because there's no reason not to have them now. So I have an emerald bracelet, I have a master key, I have a key card, I have an ornate compass. So I'm pretty well set up. I can pick up a shovel. I don't necessarily want to stop and dig up everything, but you know, no reason not to have a shovel because I don't have a moon pendant. Okay. There are keys here, which are good for the locker room, and the locker room will probably have some fruit for us, some gems, some coins, some replacement keys. Mainly the fruit, the extra steps is what's going to be, useful to us at some point today, I'm sure. Let's go ahead and turn this on. Okay. So now we can get through security doors. But it also means we can summon the elevator from below, which is how we're going to get back to the foundation. Because right now we're going to go outside and do the thing we want to do outside, and then but when we come back and then we can come over here and do this, but at some point we might access the foundation from yep. So let's go ahead and just get to work. Okay. I wonder if the microchips will still be there if I have to go refetch them. I might be wasting steps to find out that I have to go refetch the microchips. Yes, apparently I have to go refetch the microchips. The microchips are returned, have been mysteriously returned to here. I didn't return them here, someone else did. Actually, I'm going to insert these for a moment. The reason being is because I want to see if anything has changed up here since we reclaimed the crown. Is there anything new up here? I doubt there is. I think this is a done area. Yeah, okay. Yep, still a done area, nothing new here. No new puzzle, no new clue, no new mystery. Alright. Yeah, we will fetch the microchips. And take them back over here. I can try a power hammer here. I think I may have already and nothing happened. But I can try again. The big blue door should be permanently unsealed. It is. So we come here. Oh, this key is available to us. I didn't need to steal the one from the I didn't need to steal the one from the parlor. Anyway, so I've seen this book before in my non-canon, unsaved, crashed run of day 143. So it's not news to me, but it's news to you. The Blue Prince by Mary Matthew Jones. To my son Simon, in whose eyes I see the world anew. There was a blue prince who sat on a blue throne. He had a blue crown made of sapphires and a castle made of stone. I'm just going to check for... I didn't have a magnifying glass last time, so I'm just looking for any other things. Okay. The prince had a love for all things blue. It's the only true color in my humble view. He changed his too. Remember when he was the red prince and now he's the blue prince. He couldn't stand the tent of a hallway or a shop. He couldn't stand the shade of trees the green rooms brought. He seldom talked to others, for they rarely shared this view. He never went to town, nor saw the flags they flew. Of course, you know, fern areas, they fly red flags. And do you know which game the prince instead would play? The one that made him happy whenever skies were gray? A game he had played in the house and on the grounds, and maybe you can guess from the clues that we have found. It was a game full of rooms and the stories that we climb. In the stories that we climb, about a house full of lies and the truth that one prince finds. Stories that we climb. Oh, okay. And as you, my reader, might already assume, this game is quite near you. In fact, in the same room. This is the room we're in right now, or else maybe it's depicting the parlor. But no, I think it's depicting this room. Regardless. A game about you and the plans that you made, about a blue prince and his blueprints, the blue game we just played. The true box does not always contain the prize. Yeah, we knew that. The true box does not always contain the prize. We knew that. The end. So now you have seen the book. I had already seen the book. I lose my magnifying glass, but I didn't find anything new. I'm going to go ahead and pick this up because I can use this wind-up key as a replacement wind-up key for the parlor, since I stole one from the parlor. These were empty. And I imagine, I'm not going to worry about the parlor, so I'm going to use this one here just to make sure this is still empty. There are two true boxes in this room. Is this still empty, like it was day 143 recorded? Yes. So I'm going to assume this one is still empty as well. That, like, we don't have to do 3 keys in the same day. Right? But if I end up with the mirror maze, I might do it just to get into the parlor, just to get into the key, just to do this, just to see if anything happens having all 3 open on the same day, right? See if that triggers anything. Okay. Anyway, so that's that, guys. I don't know what else to do story-wise. Like I said, if I can get a 3rd wind-up key today, I'll open up the 3rd box just to make sure having nothing special happens, having all 3 boxes open at the same time. Right? But for now, let's do... I don't need a battery pack. I don't have reason not to pick up a battery pack though, in case I do decide to make a power hammer. Or whatever. So let's do Reading Nook. Because it's a little soon to be doing a freezer. And I don't want to cut this whole area off by doing a planetarium. Let's rotate. And then break room is fine once rotated. Okay. 10 squared is 100. Minus 20 is 80. Times 2 is 160. Divided by 16 is 10. 1 minus, this says reverse digits, so 1 minus 60. 1 minus 61 is negative 60. No, 1 minus 16, then reverse the digits of the, no, 1 minus 61 is negative 60. Squared is negative 60 squared is 3,600. Reverse the digits is 63. Minus 61 is 2. Squared is 4. Reverse the digits is 4. Minus 1 is 3. Squared is 9. Reverse the digits is 9. Okay. I didn't need to do a redraw there. That was stupid of me. Let's do clock tower. We won't do freezer yet, but we do want clock tower so that we have keys from tomorrow rooms on day 145. The stopwatch ain't gonna matter because I can't get to any new doorways in under a minute. Oh, we're here at the sacred hour. It's gonna reveal its secrets. I don't think I have anything more to do there. But yes, we happen to be in the clock tower at the sacred hour by happenstance. And we've done all of this previously, so we're not going to do it all again. let's go to the drawing room. From the drawing room, let's go to the pool. From the pool, let's go chapel to conference room. Oh, I was thinking there would be fruit in the conference room. There's not. There's fruit in the locker room, which is over here. Okay, I'll just go this way. I could go outside and come up this way, but I don't need to. Okay. I'm gonna have an issue with steps. Where's my dining room? It's up there. Okay. Yeah, I need to get to the locker room to get steps. So over here in the locker room, we go. We're gonna try to look for some fruit like this. And we have a silver spoon, so it's all doubled. If we find enough fruit, this should deal with our steps issue at the moment. Go back to my locker room notes. Yep. Nope. Yep. Use key. And do not have a moon pendant, so no reason not to pick up the car keys. It's sad not having a moon pendant. It means I won't carry forward any of my items today, except for possibly the Royal Scepter if I end the day in a blue room. And I don't think the Royal Scepter is really doing me any favors anymore at the moment. So, like I said, I might just put it in coat check. FED. This is D. I should do both of these. And over here, should skip that one, do this one. And then skip the first one, do the next two. Okie dokie. So 46 steps. I was hoping for a bit more fruit than that, but it'll be enough. We've got a dining room, so we just need to get up to here to trigger our dining room. And then we've got a silver spoon, so we'll double the steps we get from the dining room. Let's do a silver key. And let's rotate security. Yeah. I've missed a key somewhere, that's fine. I mean, I don't know where I missed it. I don't like that I missed it, but I don't need to go hunt it down. Let's rotate the music. I probably won't use the I may not use the secret garden key today, but I can pick up everything because I don't have a moon pendant. Yeah, I might as well use the secret garden key. That will put fruit in the conference room. So yeah, I'll go ahead and use it. All right. So while I'm here, I'll open up both doors of the antechamber because it would be irresponsible not to. So this will take me a couple minutes with the animations to do. One Mississippi. One Mississippi. It takes about, what, 1-2 seconds? One Mississippi, two Mississippi. One Mississippi, two Mississippi. Yeah, it's about 2 seconds per. Which isn't a whole lot of time, except for the fact that I'm not a patient person. Alright. We've opened up both of those doors for giggles, for just in case. It becomes relevant. I could go straight down I could go straight down, eat at the dining room, eat fruit at the conference room. But I've got I'm not desperate for steps yet, so I can do some more things first while I'm here. Let's do something useful. So I retrieved key 8 and checked the Royal Scepter because I don't know if I need the Royal Scepter again, but I don't want it clogging up my inventory when I do have a moon pendant. I don't have a moon pendant today, but if I keep the Royal Scepter to tomorrow, then, you know, I will just keep having the potential of getting a moon pendant and having the moon pendant choose the Royal Scepter. So all these items will go away that I presently have, and that's fine. And the co-check is a tomorrow room, which helps with the clock tower business. We will go ahead and do key 8 here. We want to okay, it didn't let me rotate it, but it's already rotated to the position I wanted it in. We're solving this. I'll give us an allowance token. That's fine, but it's lazy to not solve it if we've got it. I basically did it so that I'd get up to that corner. Oh, which one was that? I forgot which one I picked up. Which one am I holding? Oh, okay. I'm holding this one, which goes here. And then this one goes here. This one goes here. This one goes here. This one goes here. And this one goes. And that gives us an allowance token, which is fine. But really, I did it for this doorway right here. I could do this room that connects to here, but I don't think it's necessary. So let's just go ahead and do planetarium. And we'll intend on ending our day there. But right now, we're going to go ahead and come in and get reroll die and open this trunk. We did the treasure trove already, so we don't need to save a key for the treasure trove or anything. So now we'll go over here, go down, and eat all of our food. I guess I have a shovel, so I guess I should be shoveling up the dig spots. Such a waste of time. Any other dig spots? No, alrighty. Okie dokie. Okay, so let's go ahead and eat this. It wants a trophy room that I don't have. That's fine. I'm going to go ahead and eat. I have a silver spoon, so it should be giving me 40 steps. And then we'll go down to the conference room, which ought to have some fruit to get a lot more steps. All right. So from the conference room, I will go outside and come back here. I think is 6, 7, 2, 3. Yeah, I think that's better. Okay. Alright, I already have a sauna and a clock tower. I have a study. I have a bunch of items, but I have no moon pendant. So I want a freezer, but only after I can get like a laundry or something. Alright, so this is 16 minus 5 is 11 times 2 is 22 divided by 11 is 2. This is a third plus a sixth, or, 7/3. Or not a sixth, I'm sorry. It is 7/3. It's 2 plus 2 and a third. 2 and a third minus 2/3 is 1 and 2/3 minus minus a third. Okay, let's do it this way. 2 plus a third minus a third minus 2 is 0. Two. Oh, okay, then plus, and then there's plus 2 after all of that. So I think it's just 2. Yep. Okay. Let's redraw here. We need to redraw. That the throne room is fine, doorway wise. I don't think I need anything more from the throne room, but it gives me the doorways I need. Doorway over here. Let's redraw. We want something useful. Laundry room is useful. Armory is useful, but I'll take the laundry room because that's a dead end room spot. So let's do that, and then we're gonna swap our coins for our gems, which should still leave me enough coins to buy from the armory. But it gives me a whole lot of gems if I can get a freezer also. I'll do a gymnasium for the doorways. We're sheltered from the negative effects. I like the freezer. If I do the freezer, I won't be buying from the armory. That's probably okay. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and freeze. And then what I can do is that means I can't use gems on rerolls anymore. Dead end, dead end. Neither of these are useful to me because I don't have entry to the antechamber from these sides, and I can't draft here, so I'm going to do the library because I don't want to spend a star on redraw. Okay. None of this is useful. I will spend 1 star on redraw. I will spend 1 more star on redraw. I'm going to stop spending stars on redraws. Nothing here is useful, so I don't get to keep those gems because I have frozen assets. That's fine. So I did not get a 3rd wind-up key because I didn't choose the mirror maze when it came up because I needed security instead or something. I needed something that was going to let me have more doorways. So, oh, I can look for a blue memo in the throne room. Do I have the throne room blue memo? I don't think so because the throne room wasn't a blue room until recently. So yeah, let's look for the hidden blue memo in the throne room. Okay. And then we'll make our way over to end our day in the planetarium. I'm looking for a hidden blue memo because this is now a blueprint. This is now a blue room and it's on the 8th rank. So we are promised a, I could open up room 46, but it doesn't matter because I can't get into the antechamber today because I walled it off. There we go. The family core is kept in the family vault. We knew that. We solved that one already. But we'll make a record of it that we did that room. Throne room. So that might be the next thing I need to solve is the word puzzle that we got out of the vault. We kind of stumbled into that on day like 141 or 142 or something. I will show you that. Let me switch over. You probably saw it on the prior day when I picked it up, but I'll try to bring it up over here. Again, show it to you. Here it is, this one. So we had this whole letter, right, that was in that vault box 53 open with key 8 because 53 turned out was the family core, which I disagree with, and then key 8 was the sum of its digits. So anyway, so this right here, here we go. This might be the next thing I need to solve is figure out what this 5x5 grid of words means. That or else I need to finish Erajan translation of the letter that her ladyship is in her ladyship's tomb. and see if that leads somewhere. I've got like a partial translation. There are some Eurasian words I don't know still. Okay. Pig, sand, male, date, head, clam, peak, sand, joya, well. Toad, car, will, tape, legs, tree, road, maid, slab, rock, hand, vase, safe, clay, toes. So, if it's an alphabetic shift, then A's are most likely going to become E's. So, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, I, J, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, F, T, U, V, X, Y, Z. Right? Okay. So if it's an alphabetic shift, let's say the A becomes E. E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z, A, B, C, D. I don't know that's the case, but let's take a look at what that would mean for like pigs, right? So P becomes T, I becomes M. Nope, that doesn't work. G becomes K. S becomes W. No, I don't like that. If you did it for sand, S becomes W, A becomes E, N becomes R, and D becomes H. Okay, so it's not that. Okay, so then that's not the key. What if A became A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I? So if A became I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U. I don't like that because already pigs is getting a Q for the second letter, a QO, and then yeah. So if that's not the case, if A became if A was not a vowel, Because it could be an O, it could be a U or something. Let's check O real quick. O P Q R S T. Well, the easiest way to do this is copy and paste from here. Just go yada yada like that, and then A, and then N. Okay, so if that's so that pigs would become D DW. No. DWU. No. Sand would become RO. No, I'm sorry. Sand would become GO. GOBR. Nope. Okay. So then, if A was U, I don't think this is how we're supposed to solve this, but we have to rule it out first. I'm just doing, you know, a offset letter, you know, cipher, whatever that's actually called. Okay, so if that was the, then pigs would become J C A M. Nope. And sand would become M U H X. No. Okay, so that's not the way. They're all 4-letter words, and it's a 5x5 grid. The fact that they're all 4-letter words is probably significant. Pigs and male date head. Peak. One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7, 8. I know I'm being quiet. I'm trying to think. Hmm. See, Joya is a name of one of the angels, right? So if we're not trying to turn these words into other words, maybe we're trying to choose which words stay and which words go. Um, if so, it's 5 by 5, so there's 25 total words. Um, See, I'm wondering if it's significant that will and well are only differ by one letter in the middle. Male and maid only differ by a letter at the end. Um, clay and clam only differ by a letter at the end. Um, um, now maid differ by a letter at the end. I think I said that already. Sand and sand are the same. Um, hmm. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think letter substitution's the way, but I don't know what else to do because I have a very simple brain. So I'm like, oh, letter substitution, right? Um, change one letter into change the letters and the words all into different letters via some letter substitution. That's probably not accurate. Yeah, I don't know, guys. Okay, but I'm going to stop boring you with it at the moment. I'll continue to think about that offline. Blair's gone now. Sun has gone down. Um, okay. Anyway, let's go ahead and finish today, which is basically just let's get ourselves over to the planetarium. Yep, sorry for wasting your time. Trying to think through that puzzle. I'll do that on my own time, not bore you with it. But if you have ideas, put them in the comments. Like I'll ask, and if you have ideas, put them in the comments. About like if you already know, don't give me. I'm not asking for spoilers, but if you just have a suggestion or something that you tried, just now, and it seemed to work, and you want to suggest it to me, that's fine. I'll take it. Right, because we're working on this together. But if you've already played the game previously and know, let's not do spoilers. I'm trying to get to security. Where's security? It's going to be up here. And then music room, blah, blah, blah. Go over here. Here. Over here, and we'll call it a day here. Okay. All right. This was day 144. It's hard, you can't see it behind there, but it's day 144. Mount Holly Architect's Castle of the Dead. 6 drafting rooms, throne room, 14 dead-end rooms. Total rooms 45. Rank reached 9. Steps taken 107. Items found 28. Alrighty. We saw that we got the Blueprints manuscript from our mom, Marion Marigold, or it was actually Mary Epson Jones or whatever, her actual name was. And she dedicated to us, Simon. Anyway, thank you for being with me for day 144. We'll see you back again for day 145. Hopefully I will have some ideas about what to do next story-wise, or at least some ideas on how to solve the 5x5 grid of words left by like our grandmother or something. All right? Okay, well, have a good one. Bye.